Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How's everybody doing today? We got Rinks in the house. What's up, King Nerd? How you doing, brother? Finishing getting everything set up. Hell yeah, glad you guys can make it. Hugh, what's up? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I haven't seen Mama pop in yet, but she should be in here. She said she was going to be. Hell yeah, Hugh, glad you're doing good. I'll be right back. All right, big boys, toys is in the house. What's up? To the junkyard run to get the rest of the fuse box connectors. Nice. Finished getting my computer set up. Give me just a second here. Alrighty, what do we got going on here? There's my baby doll. How you doing, mama? Rink's got a wrench. It's about time you got a wrench. Doing good here, brother. Richard B's in the house. What's up? Hell yeah, thanks for joining in. We'll give it a few more minutes. Get some more people to join in. Don't forget that like button. All right, come on. Hold up. You know, usually my videos just pop up on the screen here without having to search for them, but when I want to put it on there, it's nowhere to be found. RPM, what's up, brother? How you doing? I don't know how many of you guys saw my video from the track, but we're going to pull it up here on the screen as soon as I locate it. I don't want to search for my own damn video. Come on, just pull it up. Usually it's here somewhere. Anyways, hope everybody's having a good day. Getting to burn some nitro. Fortunately, I'm not burning today, but I did plenty of that yesterday. Alright, it's not going to make it easy for me. Bummer. What if we do this? Nope, that didn't work. Really? You're not going to just pull it up here? Yeah, usually as I'm scrolling through, I've seen my videos on there and I'm not interested in watching them, but now that I want to put it out there. Mark Gunja, what's up? Another nitro nerd. Alright, let's see. Sorry, we're almost there. Oh. Oh. We're getting close. There it is. Alrighty. Turn down the volume.
I am full start rating.
Curious how much does that engine cost new? I like it. The block? When I looked it up, it was like 460, 470.
I am designed to be driven. The drive of tomorrow.
Guess I'm the only one who isn't a moderator here. I'm sorry, Richard Reedy. You want to help moderate the channel, brother? Yeah, Rinks knows all about it. Yeah, I like it too, brother. It's a really nice track. See if I can zoom in a little bit here without taking away. Yeah, see, taking away some of the screen. Come on, back out just a little bit. Just right there. We'll go with that. And I was not in this race. This was like the A main. I didn't make it, of course. They needed somebody to volunteer to be in last place, so I volunteered. Otherwise, just wouldn't have been right. But I had a lot of fun though. I didn't get much chance to practice beforehand because I was trying to get the new engine tuned in. But it seemed like as the race went on, I was getting better and better. Just not good enough to really place right. And of course, I didn't have a transponder, so Like they couldn't record my time.
7 minutes in, guys. 7 minutes
But
in.
like all these guys are freaking, yeah, A-Mans are serious business, of course. All these guys are like serious racers. They're out there all the time. I kept putting my finger in the way.
7:40 in. Get driver 7:40 in.
One of these days I'll get it set up right so I can film as I'm driving. Turn out a lot better than what I've been doing. But for right now I just need to focus on driving, not really the camera. What's going on, Lotus? How you doing, brother? I wasn't, of course you can tell, I wasn't out marshalling this one, but I did a lot of marshalling yesterday and a little bit of racing.
Yeah. 11:40 left to go, driver. It's 8.
Oh yeah, learn the ways of the Jedi. Yeah, dude, it was really, really fun. I got there about 8-ish. Race started at 10 and went till just about 2. So I was there for a while. But no, it was a lot of fun. And there are parts on the track where I know I need to work on, and I need to just work strictly on those parts. The only problem is, like, when there's not all these people, I gotta keep running out there and flipping it over, right? Because I don't know, I keep rolling it. And so I get even less practice time with that, but I needed, like, especially over here to the left where like going down the straightaway, I kept hitting that jump. And if you let off, you go smooth, but if the wind's blowing, it catches you like a kite. Or if you just barely touch the brake or the throttle, it just starts going crazy. So I had a little bit of issue with it, but some parts I'm getting better at, and then some parts I still need quite a bit of work on. And I still need a better setup with my car. I'm starting to watch more videos on setup now that I'm actually doing it, wanting to get a little more, running better, a little bit more serious. What's going on, Grizzly? How you doing, brother? They're just in time to watch the video. Some people are really pissed off. What do you mean? You mean in this video? There was a guy that was yelling at the marshals, cussing them out, all kinds of shit. Trail Rider, what's going on? How you doing, brother? Man, your lives keep popping up while I'm at work and it notifies me and I'm like, shit, I can't watch it. So, sorry I keep missing you, man. If I was there, I'd come in and hang out and chat. I can't most of the time. You do them too early. I feel a disturbance in the force. Oh wait, my beer is empty. That is a disturbance in the force. Eating pizza, watching Nitro, hell yeah. Yes, at the race, yelling at the marshals or what? Yeah, exactly. One guy it was mostly one particular guy, but there was a couple of hotheads there. Like one guy was bitching, he's like, if you're gonna keep ramming the throttle, I'm not gonna roll you over, I guess he was reaching down to roll him over and the guy just kept hitting the throttle. So they were kind of going off on each other and I'm like, oh shit, people about to start fighting over stupid racing RCs, but nothing came of it. I do them for me to that time. Yeah, I got you, brother. I just never see them in the evening time for me to catch. Yeah, it was a fun day. Definitely exciting and definitely, totally new for me. I've never been in a competitive race like that. But it was pretty cool. I had fun and I do want to do it again. So they got their winter series coming up and I just saw on Facebook where they posted all the dates and they got a huge race coming up around the weekend of Halloween and that's when all the big dogs come in. So I don't know if I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna see how I do moving forward. I don't want to I mean, you know, it's one thing being last amongst 20 people, but I don't want to be last out of 100 and some people. I don't know truly how many show up, but you know what I mean. Joshua Ricks, what's going on? Howdy. How you doing, brother? Yeah, that corner right there. There's a jump right there, and I hit it, and sometimes I'm good, and sometimes the car just goes stupid. But it's like you gotta let off just before you hit the jump, or right as you're like leaving it. So, and that guy's sitting right there. That's the owner of the track. A really nice guy. He'll help you out with anything. Very smart. He doesn't ever run them, but he knows how they're supposed to run. But nothing but great people out there. Better than I doubt you would be last. Oh, you better than I doubt you'd be like. I mean, I don't know. I got last yesterday, but I was also trying. Hey, Corey, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? So I was getting the engine all tuned up, and I had literally had like 5 minutes to hit the track, and then when I got out there, there was nobody flipping cars over. So it seemed like I'd get a quarter of the way around the track and have to go flip my car over. So I wasted most of my practice time tuning and walking. You have a great time. Just been working on the pits during the race is super cool. Oh yeah, I didn't pit for anybody, but I had a couple different people pit for me. So there's 3 races, 2 qualifiers, and then like your main. So the 2 qualifiers were 5-minute rounds, and then my main was only 15 minutes. So got my first experience with having to hit the pit. And I went like 7.5 minutes, and then I made it 8 minutes, and when I rolled in right at the very end, like literally ran out of fuel right there at the end. So I'm running about 7.5 minutes on a tank. But yeah, right there I was talking, I don't know if you guys could hear it, but one of the guys was yelling at the marshals. I mean, I get it, it gets pretty heated. I know everybody wants to win, but Louisville BBQ. Hell yeah. Travis, what's up? How you doing, brother?
Internet and mobile. The price of your plan won't go up for 3 years, guaranteed. That means no annual contract.
Yeah, tell Grandma we said hi. She's taking a nap, bro. I'll let her know she thinks of you a lot. Yeah, we're all thinking of Corey, hoping he's doing all right. But hey man, log into her phone and hit that like button and say hi. I won't say hi to her, and she won't even know it. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate it. It's so much easier to get a nice video when you're not running. That and those, like when you're doing YouTube Live and your service isn't like real great, like out there, you know, because there's no Wi-Fi. It's just on 5G if you're even getting it. It seems like the videos are real bouncy and kind of grainy. So this way, not having to do it on YouTube Live, it actually come out really good. Try to track like that close to me. All you gotta do is fly out to Phoenix. That favorite Canadian right here. Hell yeah. Don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of good Canadians on here, but yeah, at the moment especially. Yeah, that corner right there, it's pretty tough because you come flying down this hill and you got to stop, and then you got to be able to clear that, and then hit the second one, and basically like if you jump over this, it's a lot easier, and then getting around all that. But if you come out here and try and zigzag around, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Yep. I don't know if he's trying to put when both of us are in. I don't know, Hugh. Sometimes I wonder. I can't tell who's having the stroke, you or me. The hardest part about all of this, and we'll have to leave it all behind. Oh, I know, man. I got a year or more before I have to worry about that. But yeah, hopefully the next place I go to has a track, at least close to this scale, something nice. I'd like to go down to the San Antonio area where that, what do they call it? Crap. And they're actually going there, the owner. And then his son is AJ, who's a really good racer. Like, nobody beats him on this track. And he's won some pretty big races. But they're going to, what's that big one in San Antonio? It's all covered. Damn it, what's the name of that place? Thornhill. They're going there next weekend. So they said we can come and run, but they won't be there. But yeah, so that part out there in the middle, it's kind of tough because you're coming up a big jump, and if you don't have enough power to make that triple, then you're hitting that one, and I'm kind of bouncing around. So part of my problem is the setup. I got to get it better. You were getting good at the last chat. Oh yeah, yes. And thank you for the confidence there, brother. I know eventually. I'm just hoping, by the time I leave, I jump up, a few spots. Because, like, all these guys, they've been racing for a long time, and they're all pretty good. So I'm hoping to be able to, keep up with them. I mean, it's like they can run full throttle around this thing, and all I do is just flop around. So in that orange one in the background, that was like the only Kyosho that was on the track. He's right there. And it looked like an older one. It looked like it had an old Pico or something on it. It was an old engine. But it was running good. Oh, he just hit that car too.
Racing the line, guys. Racing the line.
No, it was a blast. Oh, yeah. Hey, there's Grandma. Or Hugh on Grandma's account. I've never been in racing before. It looks fun. Okay, Rinks. You just never been to a real track is what you're trying to say. Nah, they're all fun in their own way, but I really do like this outdoor huge track. To me, I like running on this one better. Hell, they even make me watch. Oh, what the hell? Is it over already? No way. Anyways, would you believe me? We'll do it again for the newbies. Um, but I like this wide open track. To me, it's a lot funner. It's just kind of hard to see. Like if the track's set a little bit lower or the stand was a little bit higher, it'd be better to me because I'm short. But carpet racing, some kind of racing. I mean, they run some good races on that shit. Don't get me wrong, and some of it's really quick. But I love the open dirt, big jumps, 8-scale buggy, truggy. To me, that's just like the funnest. I like watching it and running it. Yeah, and if any of you guys have ever heard of AJ Schumacher, he's the one on the microphone. But yeah, he ran the truggy event, and it was a mixture of nitro and electric. And I mean, he's good. He hits his mark every time. I only seen him flip twice, and once is because he was tangled up with somebody. Racing so fun. We used to test Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and race on Saturday. I miss it. Yeah, I only really get one day to go out there. I mean, I could go out on Saturday, but every time I go to practice, it's, I got to pay $20 and then all the fuel that I burn. So it gets pricey. And it's 45 minutes to roughly an hour away, so. Yeah, I use my Saturday to fix the car up and make sure it's set right, or, set it to what I think might be right. But I'm going to try and do it to where I'm doing more testing and tuning when I go on Sundays. Like I'm going to get a ride height tool, get the camber tool, and try and make sure I got the shocks set up right. Because I'm sure it's much funner if it's set up right and you can actually run it and stay on the track. I don't know, I haven't got to experience that yet, but I'm sure that it's funner. But no, I've had a couple of good times where I was doing good around the track. After practicing for an hour or so, you start to, you really start to get the feel for it. I couldn't get any practice time in yesterday. The running track that big, the small tracks, turn your mind to mush. Yeah, right? Well, I mean, this one here, like, I'm sitting there trying to focus on the car, and then here comes a gust of wind, and it makes my eyes water, and I lose focus, and all of a sudden I'm flopping around off the track, and I mean, it's got its challenges for sure.
A little blue mystery was landing.
I know it was you, Hugh. I was just messing with you. That track is giant. And for as big as it is, it's really technical. It's not just long runs, fast runs, and jumps. I mean, it's got a lot of technical parts to it. So it makes it fun, but at the same time, it's a real challenge. But I mean, another reason I like doing it for the challenge. There's a track where you can't red line down at least one straightaway. It's boring. Yeah, and by the time you hit your close to max RPM, you're hitting a funky. I mean, you can't tell there, but it's got a big lip on it, and I mean, it'll send you flying. And the wind's always coming from that way, so it pulls me up like a kite, or like a parachute. And run mixed E-word and nitro. That's sweet. Who won? AJ. And it was only on truggy. Everything else, there's enough vehicles to make the class. Like there was 2 nitro buggies, 1 electric buggy, and 1 electric nitro truggy. And AJ Schumacher, the guy on the microphone, his dad owns it. He kind of helps run it, and he's the one that, he's the one that when they go places, he's doing the racing. And he's got a picture standing next to Rhonda and some other guy. I think he said it was 2019. He won the truggy, and I think it was at Silver State. But no, he's really good. And I've been taking a few tips and pointers from him, and he's helped me out a little bit. But just a really nice guy. BP fuel ain't cheap either. Yeah, no shit. And I mean, it's pretty much the same right now, no matter where you go. Well, everywhere that I've been, anyways. It's right at $50 a gallon. Nothing is cheap now. Exactly. Yep, and $20 to run, and if depending on your tires and the way the track is, I mean, you're wearing out $60, $70 set of tires, if not every run, every other, or if not every practice, every other practice. So it gets pricey. You got to be careful. How much fuel do you burn during a day? It depends. Like if I'm able to run and keep the car going, and even if I got to go flip it, but like not worrying about races to where I'm not out there running, or they're constantly watering the track, and it's like you only get so much time to run when they're doing races, right? So if I'm just practicing, I got sneeze. I mean, and I think before when Hybrid was asking me, I said it wrong. I said about a quart, but it's pretty close to a gallon, or I'm sorry, a half gallon. Maybe just under half a gallon. Over a 2 to 3 hour period. I usually run 2 to 3 hours straight. And it's close to half a gallon. Is the weather getting hot? It was 94-ish today. It was beautiful. 80 degrees yesterday. Beautiful out there. Tomorrow and the rest of the week it's supposed to be like 100, 104, and then 100 all the way through Sunday. So it's starting. I mean, from here on out, it's probably going to be 100 plus. So I'm going to get out there at 8 o'clock in the morning and run, probably till 10, maybe 12, depending on how hot it gets. But I won't be out there after noon trying to run. I'm going to get all my practice in early, especially as it gets hot. Travis, I mean, yeah, it's pretty expensive. I don't know if it's the most expensive. I haven't really done much comparing. Because it seems like all the places I go, they've got, VP, and like here at the track, they use, I think they call it Pro Racer Blend or something. But it's the same price. $50 for the gallon, so it just depends. That track looks awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice. They know the gold they have. Yep. Hey, Wire, what's up, brother? How you doing? Man, it's big. Yeah, right. So I mean, they burn all kinds of fuel out there. But yeah, and I mean, I don't know if you guys caught it, but that one buggy just cleared that triple. Like it's hard. Because I have, but if you don't have the right momentum going through that turn and then come out of there with traction, you're barely going to clear the double. It's all about the traction. Oh, look at Corey with all those scratched heads. Mark Garcia, what's up? That's a big track. Yes, sir, it is. It's probably one of the biggest that I've ever seen, and I've seen quite a few on YouTube. I've only been to a couple in person, but yeah, it's really good size. So AJ's the quickest one that I've seen there, AJ Schumacher, and he hit a 41 second yesterday on this track. Everybody else that I've seen, their average is mid 50s. I mean, mine, I'm nowhere close to that, so we won't even get into that. But yeah, definitely a big track. Track has a nice straightaway. Yeah, it's just got a huge funky jump at the end there, right at the corner. I do a lot of bouncing and flopping and flipping there. And a jump at the end, it's crazy. Yeah, right at the corner too. It's cold here in Perth, around 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, that's not cold, that's actually beautiful. Winter time down under. Yep. Better than 150, that's for damn sure. I think we need some nitro vids, Carlo. Yeah, what's up with that? Compared to Revolution Raceway? Where's that located at, brother? I'm making it to Drake's track before I leave this place. I'm going to Drake's track out there in California. The Drake Raceway or something? I am going, and I'm going up there to Silver State or whatever I don't know if that's just what it's called for the big race or if that's the name of it, but I'm assuming that's the name of it. But yeah, I'm going for sure. I figured 3 quarts should be good. Yeah, I mean, I try not to go through that much. Sasquatch and heat don't mix. From 6 to 10, I run almost 3/4 gallons sometimes. You know, if I could stay on the track and just keep running it and not walk so damn much, and I had somebody in the pit that I could just pull in and have them fill it up, oh, I could burn through 3/4 of a gallon in a night for sure. Beer don't count here. KP. Big ups, just happened to bump into this stream sub. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Yeah, we do this basically 3 nights a week. I play with a lot of different nitros, but I just kind of got into the race scene and I'm just messing around. Jason Kelly, what's up? How you doing? Tell Ken we said hello. Had he average 5 minutes. Hey man, don't tell everybody. Damn, that's messed up. Yeah, thank you, Corey, for telling him. KP, welcome to the channel, brother. Nah, I mean, I would say I've had a couple of good laps, and I mean just a couple of good laps. And I would say my best would be probably 1.5 minutes. Maybe not even that quick. It's slow compared to these guys. And it's weird because like you got to hit the brake at a certain spot, but it's like when I hit the brake, I'm usually still in the freaking air or something, and I start to flip. So it's about the timing as well. And KP, thank you for that subscription, brother. I appreciate it because that should have put me at the 1,400 mark. Thank you, appreciate it. Welcome to the Addiction Game. Nitro's Anonymous. Still want to see a Savage out there ripping. Maybe one day. Maybe when it gets real hot and there's no other racers out there, I'll put one out there. But I got to lower the suspension, put some truggy tires on it, and it still ain't going to be worth the shit. It takes a lot of tuning to get them things running on the track. It just had Silver State in Las Vegas. It has to be called something else. Yeah, that one in Vegas. That's where JW runs. And I don't know if they call it Silver State, like the track, or if that was just the event. But whatever that track is, I'm going to get up there. Me and JW are going to run. He's going to beat me, but we're going to do some running. All aspects. What's up, brother? How you doing? Read your post, man. I'm glad you're doing better. Sorry you went through whatever it was you was going through, man. Didn't sound like it was a good deal, so praying for you, brother. Yeah, getting them steps in a little doesn't help. I know, man. And it didn't give me time to practice. Doesn't give me time to do shit. Just walk. John D, what's up? How you doing, brother? Went to the track yesterday and I volunteered to be in last place to make everybody else feel better. While John's off racing, I will cover the monster truck backflips. Yes. Yeah, like Reem said to me earlier, it's like, man, we've done a total 180. I'm now racing and he's now running monster trucks. I'd love to see a Savage run the track. I tried it a long time ago and it didn't work so well. Donald, what's going on, brother? I got somebody from the track here to say, hey, we can have a Savage class next visit. I'll have 4. Well, I only brought 2 with me. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have like 20 of them. I vote for Savage class. That would be fun. Yeah, not a problem, brother. Glad to see you doing good, all aspects. Yeah, welcome to the channel, Donald. Appreciate you, brother. Donald's one of the racers out here. I don't know which one. I don't know what he was racing yesterday, but he's the one that I filmed him in the hailstorm running truggy from a couple weeks ago. Going racing in 2 weeks, so you're back on monster truck duty. Oh no, I'm gonna be racing for a minute. Well, racing myself anyways.
Racing the line, guys, racing the line, racing the line, racing the line.
Yeah, Donald can tell you guys a bunch of great people out there. Kind of like one big racing family. Can handle monster truck duty. I got a few. Good new friend Donald Stout. Oh, you're telling Donald about me, or you telling me about Donald?
At Amica Insurance.
Damn it, I got commercials on my own damn channel. Get out of here.
New or groundbreaking.
Are you okay?
It's here.
Thank you for the kind words, Corey.
We'll get you taken care of. I'm glad everyone's okay. Ooh.
Get ad block. Yeah, I know.
To enjoy your pool.
Hey, Roger.
Come on, get off there. What the? Oh, I guess it was over. Here, we'll play it again for the newcomers. A Serpent RTR that has to be the best RTR buggy out there. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I've heard good things about it, man. You'll enjoy it for sure. It'd be something fun for you to, get out on the track and do some practicing if you ever decide to do that. KP says, I have more classic nitros, a few offerings to me as exception. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, mine, I like the more modern stuff just because it's easier to get parts for them, and I like the brake shit. But those old ones, man, they are cool. Nothing against them for sure. I did not make it yesterday. I raced all Norris race. Wednesday for 3 months. Competition. Oh, okay. I thought you were there yesterday. It's funny. We've talked on here quite a bit, but we've never actually met face to face. He just saw that I caught him out on the track, and then we started hitting each other up on Messenger. But we are going to hook up and run some Savages one day. It'll be epic. You guys will see the video, I promise. RCX, what's going on? What's up, my man? How you doing? I know a bunch of old fogies in here. We all have memory loss, so don't forget that like button. What's on the TV? Guess ad block will not help that. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, it's not on the computer. Good luck finding parts for the Twin Titan off-road truck. Yeah, that's why I've chose not to get some of those. I've always wanted like one of the twin engine trucks, but it's like a lot of them that just don't exist anymore. Parts and stuff. So I try to stick with the things I can get parts for. Because like I said, I like the brake shit.
7 minutes in, guys. 7 minutes in.
I think it's getting time to get the Kibbles and Bits Kyosho boat on the water. Hell yeah, man, I can't wait to see it. You should get you one of those little dog statues, just a little guy, and put on the front of it. That way everybody knows it's the Kibble boat.
In driver 740 in.
guess somebody was getting a little pissy.
Yeah.
Hey, Donald, you missed it, man.
40 left to go, driver just
So AJ's mom went out there and was talking to Dad, and there was a car flipped over and behind him. He said, "Marshals, pay attention, please." And his mom turned around and flipped him off, dude. It was epic. Molds, what's up? Thanks for the link and the sub. Hell yeah, everybody go check him out. Nice to my J-Do, I got it from Addie. You better be nice to that car. A beater nitro attracts his J-Do. All I would ever do is just spin out in that damn J-Do. I got too heavy of like a heavy foot. I got a heavy finger. What's up, Molds? How you doing, brother? Got a video out today. Hell yeah. Lotus, don't call him Moldy. Be nice, bro. There you go, lead finger. Thank you. For some reason, I couldn't think of lead foot. Yes, lead finger.
Halfway to go, halfway in, halfway to go. Aiden with a 35.4 second lead.
You know, it's crazy. You get to like a jump on here and you're like, all right, I need to, brake, or I need to throttle, or whatever the case is, and you do the total opposite. It's like I need just a little bit, and you freaking full throttle it or something, and it's tough. When I was younger, the hand-eye coordination video games, I was pretty decent. But with RC, not so much. Yeah, I love that track, man. I will miss it when I have to leave. But, I mean, that's, that's the downside to traveling around the country for work.
Just for you. Or a space to celebrate with friends. Find everything to make it your place with savings from the Home Depot.
I can't believe they're making me watch commercials on my own damn channel. Have you found any new RCs there? Man, you want to ruin all my surprises, don't you? I got something coming for you. Yep. Don't you worry about it, brother. It's gonna be cool to look back at these videos. Oh yeah. That's the cool thing about YouTube. I mean, this shit'll be there, well, as long as YouTube is a thing. So yeah, I'll always have this to refer back to, and there'll be more. The couple of lives that I've done, and then plus, coming up in the future, there's definitely going to be more. Spill the beans, Nitro Man. I already did. Found that Mugen he's been looking for. No. Hopefully next weekend, or next Monday, I'll have a nice new little surprise for you. You can ask all you want, Lotus, but I ain't gonna tell you. A brand new Traxxas Slayer Pro. Damn it, how'd you guess? Does it have 4 wheels? It definitely has 4 wheels. Hell yeah, we got the potential for 10 more likes. Let's go. Don't forget that like button. Alright, so I got 2 different people here. Let's see. Donald says, wherever you travel, there will be tracks. We're going to be remodeling a house all summer and plan to race every weekend. All of us old guys rock out there, so don't knock the old dudes. They will whoop. Oh, I know it, man. Those are the experienced ones. The young whippersnappers are the ones that'll try to blow by you, and then the old timers are the ones that they'll finesse by you. They got the system down. KP says do also run on electric. I'm not opposed to it, but my thing is, I mean, I just love nitro. Like the channel states, the NITRO ADDICTION. I'm addicted to it. I love the sound, the smell. I love tinkering with it, tuning them, running them, whatever. Electric's cool. I've never been able to afford like high dollar buggy and all the batteries and all that shit. It's easier for me just to get the nitro. But the electric is cool. Not opposed to it. Just don't have anything. And this same guy that I'm working on right now for what's coming up next week, he also has something electric that if he still has it, I might invest in it. We'll see. Let's see. I'm currently racing a Techno ET48 2.0. Nice. Hobby stock class at the local track here in Vancouver, Canada. Another Canadian. Hell yeah, brother. That's badass. Lower high center of gravity. Me? I don't know. Probably got a high center of gravity. Now, I need to work on my setup. But like I said, I'm getting a ride height tool here pretty quick. No tracks near Dayton, Ohio. Really? You figure there'd be something up there. Go to Cincinnati. There may be something there.
530 north, 530 left.
I don't know. When I was there, though, I never did look. I was still kind of on the sidelines for RCs at that point. KP and Corey are in the same town. Well, same area. I decided out yesterday running better and better. Hell yeah. My nearest track is Monroe, Wisconsin. It's about an hour and a half from the Dells. That's not bad at all. I mean, for leave early, run all day, an hour and a half is not a bad drive. Like, other than indoor stuff, this is the only outdoor that I'm aware of that's within like a 4 or 5 hour trip for me. It's like going up to Vegas would be like 5 hours. Going to Drake's track would be 4.5 hours. Yeah, dude's getting pissed.
John, Ethan, Robert.
It was nothing.
It's your favorite car wash. Drive on into Raceway Car Wash and become an unlimited member. For one
Stupid
month,
commercials, get out of there. Video. Handful but sick. Yeah, that thing's cool. I haven't seen, if you put out a video where you got them both running, I haven't seen it yet. But I seen where you were struggling a little bit with it. The new vehicle and the newbie have a higher low center. Oh, low. I got you. I understand what you're asking. Damn sinuses.
Two more left to go. It's still dictating in that one. Kyle Hale in that number 2. Tom Stover, Sean, John Young, Sean Jacobson, Kyle, Ethan Day, Robert, and Chris Friedman.
Alright, let's see. Hot, cold every day. Hot and cold every day. Yeah, I always hate the change like from winter to spring. Seems like it's more like hot and cold swings than going from like summer into fall and winter. We have an honor about 45 minutes, but fairground not accessible. That's stupid. Got to mention it's all back roads, not one expressway at all. I mean that does suck, but still an hour and a half ain't too bad. And video both ways. Oh, on the engine. Yeah, I was watching it when I was getting ready to go to the track, so I didn't get to finish it. I need to sit down and go through and finish. Hard enough to run one engine. Yeah, right. So it would be worth it. I love double engines running. It just sounds like a nest of hornets screaming. Some of the pros on these channels and my friends now are amazing at this hobby. Yeah, JP, what's up? How you doing, brother? Yeah, it's these guys they're pretty badass. I told AJ the other day, I said, man, I want to be like you when I grow up, and he just smiled at me. Hey, he's young. He's only like 23, 24, something like that, but he's really good. A lot of these guys are. I mean, these guys are bringing out huge tents and trailers. I mean, they got all kinds of awesome setup. Me, I'm just a freaking hobbyist basher, so I got a long way to go to catch up.
Racing the line, guys, racing the line, racing the line, racing the line.
Yep, one of these days I'll be better. But hell, when I'm not running in the main, I get to make cool videos like this, so I can't complain. I'm like 210 in this hobby. Some of you guys are so crazy. But 2 out of 10. Shit, I'm like a 2 out of 10 myself.
2 times more effective than ice, so you can keep on going.
Takes guts to get out there. Yeah, I don't like being last, especially when they keep calling your name last. It really sucks, but you gotta start somewhere.
A lot of good times, a lot of shows.
All right. So is anybody that didn't get to see much of that wants me to play it again? No, you guys don't want to see fireworks.
I have never seen a
Free to go to the main attraction here. But no, it's really fun. I never really thought I'd get really into the racing side of it, but it's really fun. So I got some TZO 200 tires, and I was afraid, being that they're like soft, that I was just gonna, shred them on that first run. But I didn't lose too much traction on them. The engine ran great once I got it dialed in. Don't biofreeze your balls. Yeah, don't do that. Why are we talking about biofreezing balls? The blocks ran great. Once we got it dialed, it was I richened it up a little bit before I got out there because it was cooler than the last time that the guy ran it, and then I had it a little too rich. But all I did was just richen up the high side, and I had Anthony, the guy that owns the track, he helped me out a little bit with the tune. Put a pretty good tune on it too. I mean, it was screaming, but I didn't get any video of it. tank. Oh, Travis. Yeah, did you get that thing fully broken in, Travis? What's up, JW? Hell, I knew somebody else would show up that I should keep playing that race. Did you see my race? Well, not my race, but my race video. I finally did my first race, and I did really bad, but I had fun. He says, yes, I saw it. Oh, okay. Well, I'll replay it anyways. Wasn't really going to do much tonight other than just go over the race anyways, so. Got about 8 tanks complete. Nice, so you're pretty much broke in. I mean, you know, it's still going to take a minute to be complete, but super glad you had fun. Oh, yeah. It was a blast, man, and found out just how bad I really was compared to the real racers. But we'll keep practicing and we'll get it. I flew off the track and hit a pole. I flew off the track a lot, but there are no poles. I hit the fence. I got stuck in the fence. During one of the warm-ups, it flamed out, and then right as I got it fired up, they hit the buzzer to go live. So I didn't really get any warm-up. I think that was on the second race. And then on the third one, it was a 15-minute. And it was pretty cool. Got to do my first pit. This should wake up soon, Charles. Oh, yeah. We're going some street tires, Florida as a type. Don't get your fingers stuck to the keyboard. That thing's going to be clumping around on keys. But what happened? Well, I glued my keyboard to it. Who pitted for you? So there was a couple different people. One guy pitted for me the first 2 times, and then he was actually in the same race as me during the R main, which is kind of like a B main, because this was the A main. But and then so there's been one person that's been there like every time that I've been, and it's some guy's wife that she runs and she does the bodies. There's a lot of she's got them all over Facebook, and some of the people out here at the track buy them from her and are running them. She does really good work. I mean, like way better than my stuff. Like she cuts out and trims out and does, you know, nice designs and cool stuff. I'll have to post some of her shit for you. But she helped me out on the third one. Well, everybody else was marshaling or getting their car ready for the, you know, for their next race, so there wasn't many options. Speedy snack was fully awake. Oh yeah, homegrown, what's up? I don't speak Spanish. I think that's Spanish. But appreciate you coming in. Welcome to the channel. Allergies are kicking my ass. Well, apparently Homegrown's been here before. Of course, says welcome back. I'll speak English, my bad. Hey, brother, you can speak whatever you want, man. Just I don't speak Spanish. I'm sure somebody else here does, but not me. I know some words, but not enough to conversate. Yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out. Appreciate it. If you guys forgot to hit that like button, now is your chance.
Take a walk and Chris, is your guys' running order?
I say that and 3 people leave. Where you from, Homegrown? We welcome everyone. Yes, we do. I speak English and butchered English. There was a movie years back in like the 80s or 90s, and the guy said, I only speak two languages, English and bad English. I'm like, yep, that's me. Speaking butchered English. And it was cool after all this time, Travis, hearing you speak on video and seeing your hands and arms anyways. I was like, oh, that's Travis.
We're almost halfway in, halfway to go, halfway in.
Should I say trade English? That's mostly curse words. Yep. You know, in my trade, a lot of parts sound like curse words. There's a particular, it's a flexible conduit that, you put wire in that you hook up to a motor, so it's flexible for the vibration, but it's also explosion proof, so for certain types of industrial sites. They call it a horse cock. So out in the field, you have to say, yeah, I need a horse cock, and it sounds odd. We use a lot of nipples.
When Fry's Pharmacy is on your side, our pharmacists help you.
Telling plumbers use ball cocks, ball valves. Yeah, when you're hooking up to a motor, electric motor, the little box where you plug into and all the wires in there for you to make it up, that's called a peckerhead. So you got to put the horse cock in the peckerhead. If that makes any sense. I thought that's what you meant. Yep. Man, I just noticed that orange old Bronco sitting over there. I seen him leave yesterday, and it's a nice old truck. But I never even noticed that it was sitting there. I just saw it in the video. No, it's over there to the right. There it is. It's like I pan over a little bit and then I don't stay there very long. But that was good times. Yeah, first time I ever jumped into a race, and I was a little nervous. There wasn't really anything at stake, but anytime you're being competitive about something like that, the nerves kind of kick in. But over on that far, that thing, it angles in towards the track, and if you're not lined up on it right, you're jumping into the fence that's over there. It's very hard for me, anyways, to line myself up in the right direction and, keep it on the track. Yeah, I had one of these actually slam into my foot. I was up there marshaling that back right corner, and I wasn't looking because I was looking at another vehicle rolling. I thought I was going to have to grab it, but he landed on his wheels right there where that guy just got up off the bucket. So I was standing there, and that thing just slammed right into the front of my foot, but I had my steel-toed boots on. The good thing I wore them, too, because that would have hurt in my tennis shoes. I watched this last night right before I fell asleep. With the Marshall in the blue, did all the work, and the black shirt guy didn't do shit. You talk about right there in front? Yeah, all the crashes happen over there. That's the hot spot. That and back there, those are the two hot spots. And even a little bit over to the far right. But when I'm running, that corner to the left is the hot spot. That, and I kept hitting that double right there. I kept, and no matter where I landed, I was landing weird and flipping.
Six minutes left to go, drivers. 6 minutes left to go.
That green car, that was actually pretty cool. That was like a nice save. What's going on, Nick? How you doing, brother? That would have been a toenail lifter hit, right? I'm glad I had my boots on for sure. Cause yeah, those tennis shoes, they're not made to take impacts like that. A lot of crashes over the triple. I would have done a single and a double. Yeah, and I mean a lot of people did, but it's like, you know, it's if you get the right traction, like that guy right there, you know, it's easy to clear if you have the right traction. And I've cleared it a couple times, but yeah, it's definitely tough. If you don't have it right, you better let off a little bit. Oh, that guy looked like me. He still looks like me, flopping around out there. That was a great experience. I'll do it again for sure. They got a lot of races coming up, and I'm definitely gonna do like the local club racing stuff. But I don't know. I don't know about the main race, the big one that they got the weekend of Halloween. But I will go and watch the big dogs because I'm sure all the big names are gonna be there.
Get a taste of new Lipton tea.
Try and get some footage for you guys.
Than regular sodas.
And the Korean team is here to review results.
Right there. Why did that guy yell from the driver's stand? Marshals weren't fast enough. There was one guy in particular that he was yelling quite a bit because the marshals weren't moving fast enough for him. Can I see your Mugen? Yeah, we'll go over here in a little bit, brother. I just wanted to play this again. Well then, don't crash. I mean, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I didn't really talk to the guy, but just from like listening to some of these people in the race, you know, it's like, man, they get so bent out of shape over this stuff. And I mean, I get it. You know, I'm competitive, but I mean, yeah, if you're the one crashing, you can't get mad because somebody can't get to your car fast enough. But Jack Parts England, what's up? Hi, was this using the block 21? Yes, sir. You're the worst. Why, you wanted to see the Mugen? Huh? But I ran the block at the track, and it runs really well. I'm real happy with it. And at some point, I'm probably going to put they got the Spec 2, the OS Spec 2 fits in it. What's also disrespectful for the other drivers on the stand? Yeah, I mean, totally. Like, there was only one guy that was doing that. And, yeah, I don't know. To me, there's no place for it, but I mean, you know, I'm not going to badmouth the guy. I mean, I'm the same way when it comes to, you know, like video games, and I suck really bad at something, and I'm yelling and screaming. But yeah, I mean, you're out there competing against a bunch of different guys.
Go ahead and roll down the hill real quick right there.
I know it doesn't look like it now, but they had wet this track down not long before this race. It dries up real quick. Hope you would like it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it ran really well. It took a minute to get it tuned in because it was a lot hotter the last time that it was tuned, like last weekend. Last weekend was 100, and yesterday was 80. So big temperature swing, and had to get it dialed in. But once we got it dialed in, I mean, it ran great. And when I brought it in from, from the track, it was what, like 220, 230, something like that. After it just got done running. So I was pretty happy with it. I don't tune by the temperature, but I mean, wasn't running hot. If I would say something to him if he did that while I was on the stand. Yeah. He's the kind of person you guys probably would have been scrapping. There's a couple of them there, and they were part of the same group. They seem like hotheads. Question for whomever wants to answer. Should I order fuel by the quarts or the cases? The cheapest way to get them shipped is by the quarts. That's and if you order a case, it's cheaper. You're gonna spend more, but it's cheaper by the piece. 220, 230, that's a little rich, but I don't have her use the OS. So, and that was after it, I parked it and I come down off the stand. So that was a couple minutes after, so it was a little warmer than that. All right. So I'm going to turn that off. Now I feel like I gotta sneeze again. Alright, so I did sneeze again. Excuse me. Anyways. So maybe 250. I think it was right around there. Travis says that body is banging. Now don't tell my wife that, she might get jealous. Crap, we want to keep it on there. We'll spin it around for you. I know what you meant, Travis. Thanks, brother. I wish I had a steadier hand and could hit it with an X-Acto knife and actually cut out some different trim lines and do some more exotic painting. But for now, this is what we got. But yeah, so these are the TZO 200s or 202s or whatever. And these are soft. But after running, so what was that, 25 minutes plus probably another 20 minutes of practice. They're not too bad of shape. I thought I was going to wear them down a little bit further. And so I'd had issues with other tires. They come unglued. Like when you're running on the track, it's really hard on them, especially sliding around the corners. It pulls on them. So I cleaned the tires with a little bit of Simple Green just to try and get that release compound or agent or whatever you call it to get it off of there so that the glue would stick. I hit them with a Scotch-Brite. Tried to scuff them up just a little bit. Excuse me, but so I had to go to Harbor Freight. Got me a hole punch. But yeah, so these are the TZOs. They came as, like they were, they were all mounted, but not glued. And they got green foams in there. See, I had to completely start from scratch on these. But good tire, good traction. Wish my sinuses would quit messing with me. So yeah, she's a dirty little bird, but held up good. I mean, I did a lot of flipping, cartwheels, bouncing, hitting it pretty hard. And I actually got a chance to blow it off this time, so it's not as dirty as what it was. Ah, damn it. I'll be right back. That's better. Let's see here. It sounds like you have the race bug. Did you see the video, bro? It looks like you came in after I'd shut it down. It wasn't me racing. My race ended and then I filmed the main, but it was pretty cool. Had a blast. Didn't do as good as what you do, K&M, but aka super soft tires, won't stay on my truggy. Had to re-glue them 3 times. Yeah, same deal here. Those soft I-beams that I was running, they come unglued a few times. Do you charge your LiPo in the car? No, I do not. Nah, I would have to get extensions for that, but I'd take it out just to be on the safe side. These are the track wood supply power to the pits during the race event. Yeah, they run generators. Some people have their own, but they run a generator, and yeah, people plug into it. They do all kinds of shit there. I caught a glimpse. Well, here, you want me to fire it back up? Or are you guys tired of watching it? I was like, I figured I'd get tired of watching it, but I haven't. It's right there. I'll hit play if you want. Makes it qualify good, then fall apart for the main. Now I'm a mental case. You know, and I could do good in practice, and then, you know, just getting up there and just being involved in a race with other people, yeah, my fingers don't work very well. I think I misunderstood what Travis meant. About what? Oh, yeah, he was just asking if I charge it while it's in the car or if I take it out. Oh, nobody answered me, so we won't play it again unless you guys want it. By popular demand, it'll come back. But yeah, this block runs really well. You know, once it was tuned, I didn't have any issues with it. And some of the guys there were saying like the OS engines are harder to tune, but then of course once you have it, it's done. You know what I mean? You don't have to mess with it. And like you can see how far that needle's buried. Let's see. Zoom in. Yeah. When I first saw it, I was like, damn, that's quite a ways in there. And then it was cooler this weekend than the last time this thing was tuned, so I richened it up a bit, and it was spitting and sputtering all over the place. When it gets dark at a race event, that's when my driving goes to hell. You know, they're talking about doing some races like this on Saturday nights as it gets warmer. So there'll be some Saturday. I'll get some nighttime videos as well. They said they run from like 5 to 10, something like that. So coming up here as it gets hotter, I'll probably be doing that instead of like running Sunday mornings. But we'll just have to see how it goes, because I do want to go. I want to do more races and try to get more comfortable with it. Because my Serpent has the same battery box, which is screw down, and I have a life battery, and it sucks to have to unscrew. Yeah, I know. I don't like it either. Like I'm used to more basher models where it's just a clip or a little plastic piece that turns. But yeah, so this has these 2 screws, and then like the Techno has 3 and 4 screws. So I wish I could leave it in there, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, like I said, I could put extensions on it and on this and make it work. I don't know. I don't want it to get hot in there and flare up and all that good shit. I don't qualify, but to run the main's great. What? You don't qualify, but I run the main's great. I got you. Yeah, I probably did better in the main because I was getting more comfortable. And like I said, I didn't get a lot of practice to start with, just because of tuning this, and all of a sudden it's going on 10 o'clock and, oh hell, you're in the first race. And I'm like, what? And you know, it's like, okay, you guys got 5 minutes to get some laps. And like, what? Yeah, so it was pretty bad starting out. But I need to get it tuned to the track and get more laps in, get comfortable with it. And I mean, you know, I'll move from last to maybe second to last. Sounds like you're getting some tuning tips from the locals. Are they helping with chassis setup? Yeah, I had a guy that he was helping me set the ride height. And this one, it didn't do so well because I didn't have the shocks set. But my Techno, once we got the ride height set on it, I was getting around that track really well. But those J-Concept Falcons, like literally after an hour of running, you know, I wore them down pretty good. So I need to get another pair and go with like a medium hard. But yeah, great people at that track. They're all very helpful. I appreciate them because they're not like, no, figure it out yourself. You know, they're helping out quite a bit. So should have went with a nickel flat pack so I could just leave it in the car. Yeah, I mean, the LiPo's going to last you longer, or even the Lifey. You know, and the power band on a Lifey and a LiPo goes straight across and then falls off at the end when it's done. Those nickel packs, they do that the whole time. So, you know, you're getting less and less power, and I get it. It's not like running an electric car. But the more, you know, the weaker it gets, the less you're going to have with your, you know, your electronics. And I like the LiPo. To me, they're more reliable than the nickel metals. Those nickel metals seem to go out real fast anymore. I've ordered like 2 or 3 of them, and I only have one that works really well. So it's kind of hit or miss. But Late Night Nitro, yes sir. That'll be a nice title for it. Thank you. Wish I could do that. I just need more races under my belt, and maybe I will settle down. Yeah, you will. Are you running a switch? Not on this one. Plug and play, baby. And this right here, thank you K&M for making me this awesome jumper. It's a nice tight fit, and I haven't had any issues with it coming loose. So, courtesy of K&M, he's got the little kit where you can cut it to length and make a bunch of them. So, now in the Techno, I do have one of those electronic switches, and it's got like a LiPo cutoff thing on it. So yeah, a couple of my cars I do, but this one here specifically is plug and play. My other Mugen, my Truggy, is the same thing, but they cut it out and like hot glued this right here, and so you just plug it in there, no switch. Yeah, and these come with a nice little plug, you know, a little blank plug. I think Rajal did a switch bypass with the XT60 plug when he was running Mugen. I mean, that's pretty much all that this is. It's a jumper straight into the receiver. And then I just plug into that and off we go. Now that I got a new one on that's not all wore out, it works really well. I have a question. What is the difference in the MBX 8 and the MBX 7? So this here, if you look at your 7, it's got like a little cap, like a little half cap or something. And I think it has a strap where you run a zip tie to hold the battery in. This actually has a battery box. There's probably other little differences, like I think in the wing. So I was noticing this too. In the wing, the 7 is adjustable, and then there's bars that go across here and it bolts in. This is a solid, man, I need to get a new wing mount. That thing's all crazy twisted. But this is a solid piece that bolts in. And then also with this, you see the extra holes? This is adjustable up and down. I don't think the 7 is. And so this on the 8, on the 8R, this has like insert plates like here. See how it's got those, it's like they cut out sections of the arms and then they made these little plates, and you can even get them in carbon fiber, but all those little screws are holding like little cover plates in there. So the 8R has the same thing here. So that was one of the major differences I was noticing between these three, the 7, the 8, and the 8R. The 7's got the bars across, and I think it's even aluminum. And then so it's a multi-piece. This is solid, and then the 8R has a cover, and of course the 8s, you can adjust it up and down. And I don't think the 7s have these little, what do they call it, like lighting, whatever it is when you call it when you're lightening the material, because they're cutouts and they screw these in there to give it a little bit more support or something. I don't know. I was reading something on it, but I don't remember exactly. You're welcome. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. It'll just take tons of time and practice to get there. He gets to go practice more than I do. Been in RC racing for a year, but have raced big cars off and on for 10 years or so. Those plates on the arms are to tune the arms without replacing them for different stiffnesses. Huh. Good enough. Learned something new. I thought it was just to lighten it up, and then those help, stiffen it to keep it from crumpling, but they cut the material out of there to lighten it. High bite stiffer inserts. Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't seen anything where they make different inserts for it other than you can get the carbon fiber. So you guys might be right. I just haven't seen it. Mine has those inserts, but the wing has the bars. Okay, yeah, I didn't know if the 7 had the inserts, but yeah, yours is the 7. And like I said, the 7, you can see the battery sticking out. And it's just like a cap with a lip that hugs the battery in there. And then I don't know I think it just has these 2 screws back here. I don't think it has the 2 up front. But it definitely doesn't have the case. Nope, it changes how the arm flexes. Ah, hell yeah. Mine has the carbon inserts. Nice. Yep, still want it. Still want it. Damn, I hit something hard. I don't know if you guys can see that. Man, damn near, I cracked it. Man, I only ran these things for like 25 minutes. I mean, they're still glued, but I don't know what the hell I hit. Anyways, they're still good. I mean, shit, by the time that thing completely breaks away, the tread is going to be gone anyways. Let's see. It's like running carbon arms on carpet. You would want flex on dirt. Ah, that's what the battery is. Part of it. Oh, you mean like it doesn't have the box, like the battery sticking out. It's like the battery just sits on the chassis, and then the cover just kind of hooks over it and holds it in place or something. Hit the pace car. I might have. I don't know what I hit, but it was something good, that's for sure. I mean, I did some gnarly flipping. It probably like smacked right there into that that little ball end where the turnbuckle snaps into it. The dirt mates, nitro. My kid did that on his first race in the oval. What, broke the rim? I still can't believe I busted those raw speed ones to shit. Like the original set that I had first started running, I mean, they're all spider, cracked all through it, and one of them, it actually, you know, like the plastic separates and pinches out like that. Like I busted the shit out of that rim. I break wheels on weird landings. Yeah, right? But no, these are good tires. I just need to get the medium hard next time. I'll get another good practice out of these, and there's a lot of play in there. It's amazing how much play that these vehicles have in them. They are the best for not breaking. Ava, is that you mean AKA? Yeah, I never had any issues with my AKAs. Did you clean the tires between heats? No, but I run them enough and flung the dirt out of them, but I didn't go to the air compressor. Probably would have helped. But no, I didn't go and actually clean, the dirt out, but and/or DE Racing rims. Oh, I have a DE Racing skid plate, but I didn't know they had rims. Jay says, yeah, that's it. Oh, the AKA. Yeah, I used to, my first probably 4 or 5 sets of tires that I ever bought were AKA. They were the only ones that I ever did buy for a while. But now I have some J Concepts and some Raws and some TZOs. But yeah, so this is a block 21 BM running the Samurai pipe. I don't remember the number on it. It's hard to read. Like 2090 or something. And I don't know how Okay, I tried to get that off before, and it was like I stained it. Just needed a little more rubbing. I like DE because I like using the black wheels for my truggy. Ah. Take them on. Buggies are black and blue. Ah, I see. I wanted something I could see on the other side. I mean, yeah, black and blue will stand out against that brown track, but scratch. No scratch. That's a good one. Dude, I still haven't even put that new Alpha in anything. So, no chance to scratch it. But yeah, they're all running like the big, tall, huge freaking J Concept wings. I think I need to invest in one of those too. Just trying to do what the locals do. There's a couple things on there that's loose. Had some pretty bad landings in it. like loosened up my wing. But I still have yet to break anything on this car other than the wing, which was, it was a Techno wing, not even a Mugen wing, but you know, other than rims and a wing and the bodies, of course, I've yet to break anything on this car. And when I crashed good. I crashed big. Black rims are usually the first to go out of stock. I only seen one set of black rims on the track, and it was Team Associated e-buggy. Seen a lot of yellow and white. It had broken wing. I don't think I saw any green, just the bright yellow and white. Well, we're not going to do any work on it tonight. I just don't feel like sitting here wrenching tonight. I've been doing a lot of that lately, so we're going to take a break tonight and probably call it here pretty soon. Chris's stupid RC, what's up? How's it going? I knew I should have kept playing the race video. But no, I put out a new race video, so if you guys haven't caught it, be sure and check it out. Wasn't me driving. I didn't make it to the main, but beautiful track, great people, lots of fun. Here soon, I'm gonna figure out a way to get me a GoPro so that I can get some better shots. Chris says it's going good. Hell yeah. Did you get to see my racing video? Never broke a wing, but did break the mount and a front half a diff case. I run Kyosho, not Techno or Mugen. Yeah, so the wing must be problematic because there was another guy there a few weeks back and he replaced it. I seen him this weekend, but a few weeks back he broke the wing, like it just broke right off of the mount there. But it sounds like that's a Techno thing. But I've broken the Losi 8. I'm assuming it was a Losi 8 wing. It was something, I don't remember, but I know it was on a Losi. So I've broken a wing on there, and then I broke Mugen, cracked it here and here, so it was just barely hanging on here, flopping in the wind. Other than that, I've never broken anything on the Mugen or the Techno. Just the wing. What do you guys say? One more run of the video? Sorry if it bores anybody. This is for everybody that didn't get to see it a minute ago.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. But when you've won it all 7 times, the trophy speaks for itself.
The Techno's tough as nails. Oh, I know it, brother.
7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Would you just look at those ones?
Damn it.
Money plants, of course.
Remember how many tomatoes we had last year from these?
And now you know why I got rid of my Losi. You know, they all have a weak spot somewhere, and they all get a little lucky every once in a while, and something just breaks. There's no way around it. Especially if, you know, if you get in a hard collision with another buggy, you know, always run the risk of breaking something, but every crash almost, the wing takes a shot, so that's not hard to imagine. Yeah, I mean, like this wing was brand new. Yeah, this thing was brand new for this race. I barely ran it before I got in this race, and it's already cracked there. Took a lot of hard hits. More to it than that. I'll switch from Lucy to Kyosho. I mean, they're all great. Can't go wrong with any of them for the most part. But and it depends on who you talk to. Everybody's got their preference. Thunder Tiger's probably the only other that is tougher. The Hobaos or Hobeo, however you want to say it. Them things are tough as nails.
Silver, Kyle, Young, Warnberg, Ethan, John, Wells, Pickleballs, and Green Rice. Seven minutes in, guys, 7 minutes in.
Yeah, the Hyper 8. Yep. Oh, yeah. I was trying to think of what they call it. All I could think of was Hobeo. But yeah, I remember that from watching, what was that guy? The Nitro RC Nerds? Something like that. The guy that was always working on them and running with his son. Like he loved those, and he'd talk about how strong those Hypers were all the time. I have next to no spares for my team associated. So the race in 2 weeks has to go smooth. Now, I have heard people talk about those team associateds, and I don't remember what part it was, but they were talking about the arms. One of the arms or something was one of the weak points. So be careful with it, especially if you don't have any spares. Rather have my wing take the hit as opposed to my engine, so that's a fair trade every day. Oh yeah. Yep. And one thing about like my older Techno, the wing mount or the shock tower right here sticks up a lot higher, so it's more protection for that engine as well.
We're almost halfway in, halfway to go, halfway in, halfway to go. Dayton with a 35.4 second lead. Over the field of Kyle Adolph.
pharmacists or vaccine experts. Don't know what you need? We can help. We provide HPV, hepatitis, Tdap, and more vaccines 7 days a week with evening hours, so you can keep being the fashion expert. Fries, a world of hair is in store.
At Ace, we know not all paint is created equal, so to do it right.
So I had to make another drink.
Exceptional paint that's designed to last.
Eight on Holbrook, Young, Hilbert, Ethan, Sean, Wells, Kagables, and Friedrich.
Watch the upper front arms. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those pieces. I don't remember exactly what they were saying, but one of them's problematic. What engines is everybody running on the track? So my main that I was in, there was two Technos and my Mugen lined up, and all three of us had the block. Some Samurais. One guy in that orange Kyosha was running one of those old blackhead Picos. It looked like a Pico anyways. A couple of Reds, Samurai, a couple of 83s. I think it was mostly OS. But like I said, I saw one Reds and mostly OS and Samurai, which they say Samurai is basically OS based. I don't know. It sounds like what ProTech engines are OS made or something. To be honest with you, I didn't see any Novas there. Not there was like a noticeable Nova. And I try to look at everybody's shit just to see what they're running. And I didn't see any Novas. I was actually kind of surprised. More than likely OS for Reds. Yeah. It was, for the most part, it was OS. That's the pharmacy John gets his ration ointment from. ProTech is OS. Yep, that's what I thought. Any FX? I did not see any FX. And last weekend, the guy that I got the block from, he was also running a Flashpoint, but I didn't see any Flashpoint. He says I'm not shocked.
Wells, Kagables, and Chris. Left to go, drivers. 6:30 left to go.
FX is big on it because of X-ray. Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 X-ray buggies, but they either were running a Samurai or OS. I mean, even on the Truggies, they were running blocks, and even the new AJ was running the newer. What do they call it? This old one is the BM. He was running the AM, the shiny silverhead block. He was running the piss out of that thing. It sounded good. Had a really good tune on it. What's going on, Offnet guy? How you doing, brother? All right, JP. Thanks for joining in, brother. Take it easy. Wonder what Offnet guy would run if he was there. Definitely not a freaking Pico. I think people were trying to stretch out their laps and not fuel, and I've seen a few of them running out. You run what you bring. Oh, he's bringing a Pico. I think he's got all Pico and like one Novarasi. Take it easy, JP. Have a good night, brother.
If you feel held back by the latest financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personal.
I thought this was going to be a commercial for
savings, taxes, and more. So you can find your
Minecraft.
into a Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Get a taste of new Lipton Fusions, made with real iced tea and lemonade.
Remember, guys, there will be practice afterwards. So you guys want to stay in on some class, go ahead. So practice time will be on for a little bit, so we'll not be on all day long. So it'll probably be on for a little bit, not all day long.
Yeah, and I almost did some practice after the race was over, but by that point I was wore out and tired. I didn't want to have to chase my buggy down anymore, so I just called it a day. I didn't say that he could win. Just watch and see. What are you talking about? I'm lost, Nick. Didn't say who could win. If you're talking about off the guy, yeah, win with off in Pico, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter if he can win or not. That's what he's gonna run because he loves the Pico. Wait, the Picos are badass engines, you know. I'm not knocking them at all, but I know what off the guy's gonna run. He's probably gonna run the engine that I want. Freaking allergies. Could have touched that as well. Yeah, the Picos are badass for sure. Hey, we're back. All of a sudden started buffering on me. You know what I will bring to the table, so have to keep it fair. You're running that FX, right? I've always admired those FX engines, but man, they are pricey. So the 501, that's a 5-port, right? And the 302 is a 3-port?
1 minute left. 1 minute remaining, driver. 1 minute remaining.
Yep. I thought so. I'm starting to learn that a lot of these engines, based off the numbers that's in the name, is how many ports they are. And we would definitely have fun no matter what. Yep. All right, Travis, have yourself a good night, brother. Appreciate you. Enjoy that serpent. And a lot of shit talking, yes. And nothing wrong with that.
Racing the line, guys, racing the line, racing the line, racing the line.
Yeah, this video is just about over. Watch I see that video. Really? I told you I was going to. Nah, I was lying to you, bro. Yes, I sent him that video. He might not have watched it yet, but I sure did send it. Alright, that's the end of it. And see, told you right there. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Had a long day, tired. But there's a couple parts on here that I'd like to swap out just because they're worn out. I got to see what I got in my bag over there. I think I have the parts that I'm wanting. And if so, then we'll do that tomorrow night. But anywho, it's been fun. It's been real. You guys are awesome. I'm just seeing, but I'm about to watch it now. He sent me another video. Yeah, I sent him the one that the one I forwarded you was from Offing a Guy. He wanted me to make sure you got to see it. But hurry up, get your messages in because we're about to cut her out. If anybody's got any questions, now would be the time to ask. Anybody wants to do any shout outs, now would be the time to do it. No, it's been a blast. Been great. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Everybody have yourselves a good night. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Much love and peace.